Good morning students, how are you doing? We will start with the new chapter, Unit 4, Moving Things, People and Ideas, in which we will study chapter number 11, Time and Motion. So, we will check out the introduction. You know all about time? You can answer the simple question just by looking at your wristwatch or a clock. However, telling time was not so simple, children, before the invention of clocks. For a long time, human beings used various indirect methods to measure time. You know that we use various modes of transport to travel distances. It takes time to travel some distances. How much time do you take to reach to your school? You might be knowing half an hour, 45 minutes, like that. The answer to this question depends upon the distance of the school. So you might be knowing that from home to your school, what is the distance? According to that, you calculate the time. So, and the mode of transport used to cover the distance. If you walk from your home to the school, definitely you will take long time to reach to your destination. And if you use car, buses, you will take less time. You also know that the object which remains fixed or stands still at a place is said to be at the rest, and it is called as stationary object. However, the act or process of moving is called as motion. So when you are sitting, you are at rest, and when you are moving, you are in motion. In other words, we can say that motion is the movement of the body. There are three types of motion based on the way an object changes its position. We have already read it in 7th standard. Transitory motion, vibratory and oscillatory. Every object takes a certain time to change its position. Thus, motion and time are related to each other. Now, in this chapter, children, we will learn more about the relationship between motion and time. Since the time our civilization began, our forefather noticed that the sun rose in the morning in one direction and set in the evening in another direction. So they realized that there is a day and there is a night. So ancient people used to perform various activities like hunting, traveling, eating during the day and took rest at night. However, they did not have any knowledge of time because there were no invention of clock till that time. With the development of civilization, human beings realized that there is a definite gap between two consecutive sunrise. That means today is the sunrise, then another day is the sunrise. Okay, so they mark this period as a day. So from today's sunrise to another day's sunrise, there was one whole day. That is 24 hours. This helped them to define yesterday, today, tomorrow. Okay? With the knowledge, human beings developed an idea of time. Now, we can define time as a passage of a period. Passage of a period, आज आने वाला है, कल बीत गया, tomorrow आएगा. Okay? And there are three possible periods of time, past, present, future. हमारा आज, हमारा कल जो बीत गया और हमारा आने वाला कल. Need to measure time. Now, how we will measure the time? We need to measure time so that we can keep a record of things. तो हम लोग बोलते हैं 1 घंटा, 1 मिनट, 1 सेकेंड, 1 साल, 1 दिन, right? Happening around us and can do tasks at predefined times. आप लोगों के स्कूल में टाइम टेबल्स बनते हैं, isn't it? You follow that timetable, exam timetable, daily timetable, isn't it? So, in course of time, human beings define days, weeks, months and years to record time during the and beyond lifetime. These are called time periods. So, this is a time period. Various time periods are defined in the following way. जैसे 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year. Now, 1 day is the time between two consecutive sunrise. Consecutive एक के बाद एक, तो two consecutive sunrise. Actually, it is the time taken by Earth to complete one rotation. Rotation specifies day and night. Revolution specifies an year, isn't it? 1 week. 1 week is a group of consecutive 7 days. 1 week constitutes Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday. are the names given to various days in 1 week. So do you realize that there were no days mentioned in the ancient history? It is people who created the days and worked accordingly. 1 month consists of 30 or 31 days. So calendar was made by us, yes, February being an exception. Actually, it is the time taken by the moon to complete one revolution around the earth. 1 year, you all know, it is 365 days and all the 12 months which are covered in 1 year, yes. So this is the thing, children, you can see sun and you can see earth. The sun is being in the middle and earth is revolving around the sun. Okay, and it is still rotating at its own axis like this as I am moving the pen. Okay, and revolving also. It is moving on its axis and revolving also, and side by side moon is also revolving around the earth. It should be noted that various time periods are calculated based on repetitive events. A day is based on the earth's rotation about its axis, a month is based on moon's revolution around the earth, and a year is based on the earth's revolution around the sun. In this box, children, a very important thing is written. Let us see what. Different parts of the world have different times during day and night cycle, but the same time is followed all over India. This is called as Indian Standard Time. According to the latitude, longitude, the Indian Standard Time has been set. International Standard Time also follow the Greenwich Mean Time. IST, that is Indian Standard Time, is 5 hours 30 minutes ahead of Greenwich Mean Time. So it differs internationally. Therefore, the time differs. The IST has been set with the reference to world time zone. An atomic clock kept at the National Physics Laboratory in New Delhi maintains the accurate Indian Standard Time. Okay, so this is how Indian Standard Time has been mentioned and you follow daily routine. So, a day is based on the earth's rotation about its axis and a month is based on moon's revolution. So, this we have discussed. I think now you are very clear with the concept. The time period during a day is further divided into hours, minutes, seconds, and these are divided in following ways. Now, when you have seen 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, now we will see 1 hour, 1 minute, 1 second. So, 1 hour is 1 by 24 because there are 24 parts in a day, 24 hours in a day. So 1 hour you will see, you will write like this. That is 1 day is divided into 24 hours. Similarly, 1 minute. So 1 hour is divided into 60 minutes. Similarly, 1 second, 1 minute is divided into 60 seconds. So you all know because you are in 7th standard and you are grown up now. Keeping a record of the time during a day helps us to perform various activities, and that is why you make a timetable to utilize your time properly. Yes, children, you can make an activity at your home. It is a fun-filled activity. Now, quickly check the checkpoint. The period between two consecutive sunrises is known as a day. Time period are defined based on repetitive events, isn't it? Repeat कर रहा है, कभी रुकता नहीं है. The abbreviation IST is Indian Standard Time. Motion is the change in the state of the body with time. Yes, we are moving. State means वो किस state में है, मतलब वो कैसा है. The smallest division of time used during a day is second. Now match the correct answer. 1 day, it tells what? It tells Earth's rotation around its axis. 1 month, it says moon's revolution around the Earth. 1 year, Earth's revolution around the sun. 1 hour, when 1 divided by 24th part of a day, and 1 second is when 1 minute is divided in by 16th part of the minute, right? So this is the checkpoint. How to measure time? We have these devices to measure time. Modern clock, wristwatch, digital clock, and this is the ancient one which is called as sundial. So children, periodic motion, it is completing one period of time. Okay, so periodic motion. The working of the clock or watches is rather complex, but all of them make use of periodic motion, and even that occurs at regular interval of time is called as periodic. Regular हो रहा है, one day, one night creates, okay, and similarly in a month there are 30 or 31 days, in a year 365 days. So similarly a period has been followed. You can see on this page a sand clock is there, different times measuring devices. Okay, so these are different time measuring devices. Periodic motion of a simple pendulum. You might have learned this in 6th standard also, children. Pendulum means what? This is a stake, this is a thread, and this is a bob. The thread is tied to the stake and then it is left free to move to and fro. Yes, you remember to and fro motion? So let us read. A pendulum is a weight hung from a fixed point in such a way that it can swing freely. A pendulum is the simplest device that can be used to measure time based on periodic motion. Italian astronomer Galileo Galilei, remember children, first proved that the motion of the pendulum is periodic. See, तुम लोग झूला झूलते हो तो झूले में कैसे जाते हो? पहले पीछे जाते हो, फिर बीच में आते हो, फिर आगे जाते हो, फिर बीच में आते हो, isn't it? तो क्या होता है? एक oscillation बनता है. Okay, so let us read. An ideal simple pendulum consists of a point mass m, okay, suspended from the string of rod of negligible mass. What is negligible? मतलब ना के बराबर. And length l. इसकी length कितनी होती है? l होती है. are fixed at a point p. In the practice, simple pendulum is just a metallic spherical ball. Now what is the material used in this ball? It is metallic ball suspended. Suspended मतलब बांधा गया और छोड़ दिया गया है. Okay, suspended from a thread. The metallic ball is also called as bob of the pendulum. The distance between the point of suspension P and the center of the bob B is called as length. Isn't it, children? You can see the diagram. Okay. Mean position of pendulum. The initial position at rest. This is at rest, children. Okay, so this is the mean position. If the pendulum is displaced, displaced मतलब थोड़ा भी हिलाया, by the small angle, थोड़ा भी small angle use किया, ये साइन को बोलते हैं theta, theta, and then released, the pendulum swings back and forth with the periodic motion. बार बार जाएगा, आएगा, किसी और direction में जाएगा झूला? नहीं, वो पीछे जाएगा, फिर आगे आएगा. This oscillatory motion of a simple pendulum about the mean position A is shown in 11.4. So this is called as, children, one complete oscillation. पीछे जाना, आगे जाना, बीच में आना, ये एक oscillation होता है. One A to B, A, this is the mean position. It is going to be, फिर A to B, then A to C. Okay. Then coming C to A, at rest, it is completing one oscillation. Okay. Now amplitude. What do you understand by amplitude? Amplitude of oscillation is the maximum displacement of the pendulum on either side of its mean position. Let's come to the last page. ये कितना ऊंचा जाएगा? हम लोग बोलते हैं ना ऊंचा झूला डालो, तो यहाँ तक गया, फिर यहाँ तक गया, तो कितना ऊंचा गया, ठीक है, उसको बोलते हैं amplitude. Okay, in the above mentioned oscillating pendulum, distance AB and AC denotes the amplitude of the simple pendulum. You understood, children? I hope you have. Time period of oscillation. Now there should be a time period. Time period of a simple pendulum is defined as the time taken by the pendulum. वो झूला झूलने में और एक बार पीछे से आगे फिर बीच में आके रेस्ट करने में तुमको कितना टाइम लगा, that it defines. Okay, the time period. For one complete oscillation, right? Usually the time period of the pendulum is very small. Yes, thus it is difficult to measure the time period of one oscillation. Therefore, it is better to note that the time period for more number of oscillations ओके, एंड देन फाइंड द एवरेज टाइम पीरियड ऑफ वन ऑसिलेशन। तो हम लोग बहुत सारे क्या करते हैं, नंबर ऑफ ऑसिलेशंस ले लेते हैं, टाइम देख लेते हैं और फिर वन ऑसिलेशन का एवरेज निकालते हैं, देखते हैं कैसे। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ वन ऑसिलेटिंग सिंपल पेंडुलम टेक 12 seconds टू कंप्लीट 10 ऑसिलेशन, तुम लोगों ने झूला 10 बार झूला, कितने सेकंड में झूला, 12 सेकंड में झूला। देन द एवरेज टाइम कैसे निकालेंगे हम लोग, कितनी बार झूला तो, और कितनी बार हम लोगों ने कितने टाइम में झूला, कितनी बार झूला कितने टाइम में झूला, हम लोग उसको डिवाइड करेंगे। द टाइम इज डिवाइडेड बाय the number of oscillations gives the average of a complete oscillation. So the time period simple pendulum what it comes be, ये 0 हट जाएगा, यहाँ पे decimal place value आ जाएगी in the seconds. In other words, the simple pendulum takes 1.2 seconds to complete one oscillation. Now take an example children so that you can understand much better. If a simple pendulum completes 25 oscillation, मतलब झूला कितनी बार झूला, 25 बार, yes, कितने टाइम में, 45 टाइम में, सेकेंड्स में। तो कैलकुलेट द टाइम ऑफ वन कंप्लीट ऑसिलेशन। अभी आपको एक झूला जो झूला है आपने, एक बारी जो लिया, वो क्या टाइम लगा उसको। तो सिंस द सिंपल पेंडुलम कंप्लीट 25 ऑसिलेशन इन 45 सेकेंड्स, तो हम टाइम कहाँ लिखेंगे, न्यूमरेटर में, number of oscillations denominator में. So this will be your formula to take out the average time of one oscillation. Remember children, what you are taking out, that is you must be knowing. Yeah, what you are taking, time is taken out. For what? One oscillation. What time is given for number of oscillations? How many number of oscillations? 25. So you will divide, after dividing you will get this much of seconds. So there is a formula and you have to follow that, isn't it? Time measurement using a simple pendulum. Now this is the pendulum clock, okay? This is an old fashioned clock. So what it tells, you can see the picture. So we can see an oscillating simple pendulum in this wall clock. If we have a simple pendulum with a time period of 1 second, then the second needle of the clock move 1 tick. Okay, on completion of one oscillation. Further, since 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds, the minute arm moves 1 tick forward on completion of 60 oscillations. The same method can be used to record the hours time. So you understood how much it will be moving. Okay, the modern clock electric circuit which operates on batteries are used to make quartz. ठीक है, क्वार्ट्स. ओके, क्वार्ट्स क्या है, एक पत्थर का नाम है. ओके, उनको लेकर के हम लोगों ने क्या बनाया, क्लॉक बनाया. क्वार्ट्स क्रिस्टल ऑसिलेट विद इन देम. These clocks are called as quartz clock. इसीलिए हम लोग आज जो क्लॉक्स यूज करते हैं उनको क्या क्लॉक बोलते हैं, हम लोग क्वार्ट्ज क्लॉक बोलते हैं. तो लेट अस सी, क्वार्ट्ज क्रिस्टल इज द मोस्ट कॉमन मिनरल ऑन द अर्थ, इसीलिए मैंने उसको पत्थर बोला. इट इज अ क्रिस्टल ऑफ सिलिकॉन ऑक्साइड. इसका ऑक्साइड है ये, तो सिलिकॉन डाइऑक्साइड क्यों बोला, क्योंकि ऑक्सीजन के 2 एटम्स हमें यहाँ पे दिख रहे हैं. विद अ रोमोहेड्रल स्ट्रक्चर, quartz crystal are available in different color, shape and size. Okay, so these are used in what, your today's clock. The clock are very accurate timekeepers. Since the 1970s, quartz clock have been widely used all over the world. तो 1970s में ये बहुत अच्छी clock invent हुई थी. Okay, using the quartz crystal, and till the date we are using it. Now quickly check the units of time measurement. Okay, हम लोग हर चीज़ को यूनिट देते हैं. जैसे हम लोग डिस्टेंस को किलोमीटर, मीटर, तो लेंथ को सेंटीमीटर, मिलीमीटर, ऐसे हम लोग कैलकुलेट करते हैं. फिर लीटर, मिलीलीटर, है ना, किसी भी लिक्विड चीज़ को हमें अगर मेजर करना है तो मेजरिंग यूनिट्स होती हैं, राइट. तो 60 सेकेंड मेक्स 1 मिनट, 60 मिनट्स मेक 1 आवर, 20 आवर मेक 1 डे, 30 days means 1 month, 365 days means 1 year. Now how we will express it? Now see these things, milliseconds, these are the smaller units to express time. When we write the decimal place value in maths, how we will write it? See, 0.001, ये क्या हो गया, 3 decimal place values हो गई, 1/10, 1/100, 1/1000. तो जब 1/1000 होता है तो it becomes like this children, 10 raised to the power -3. -3 क्यों हो गया, क्योंकि हम लोग कैसे लिखते हैं, let me show you. हम लोग लिखते हैं जब 0.001, you have written like this, Okay, now this is the 3 place value. If we will remove the decimal, we have to remove the decimal, we will create it as a fraction. Like this we will write. So if we are writing 1 over here and 2 zeros are over here in the left hand side of 1, it doesn't mean anything. So we can write 1 upon 1000. So automatically when this is in the denominator, how we will write? If we want to write like this so that it comes in the place value of numerator, we will write it like 1 into 10 to the power minus 3. Why minus 3? Because 10 is multiplied 3 times. Okay, so 10 over here is multiplied 3 times, and so if we will convert from division to multiplication, it will be in minus sign. The plus sign changes to minus sign. Okay, so this is the short thing what you should know. Similarly children, you will see how many place values are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So minus 6, because when you will divide 1, you will write down 10 to the power 6. Okay, 10 to the power 6. Again see, 1 upon 10 to the power 6. This is in a division form, isn't it? And when you will convert it into multiplication form, this 6 plus 6 will be changing into minus 6. So it will go up and it will be in this form. So see how they have written. Okay, in the similar way we have to present it. Now the question is, how many minutes and seconds are there in one day? So it is a simple conversion children. One day has 24 hours. 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. 24 hours में हम लोग कैसे करेंगे? 24 into 60 minutes, that will be 1440 minutes. One day has how many minutes? So these are the simple conversions you should know. Now 1 minute has 60 seconds. Okay, now 1440 minutes has how many seconds? We will multiply it. तो multiplication मतलब किसी भी चीज़ को बढ़ाना, division मतलब किसी भी चीज़ को कम कर देना. Okay, time dependence of motion, slow and fast. Now अभी जब हम लोग स्लो चलते हैं तो ज़्यादा टाइम लगता है, तेज चलते हैं तो कम टाइम लगता है. हाँ, तो स्लोली खाते हैं तो ज़्यादा टाइम लगता है, जल्दी खाते हैं तो कम टाइम में हम सारा खाना फिनिश करते हैं. बट दैट इज़ नॉट गुड. ओके, चलो तो देखें क्या होता है. अ बॉडी इज सेड टू बी इन मोशन व्हेन इट चेंजेस इट्स पोजीशन from one place to another, isn't it? We know that a moving body needs a certain time to change its position between any two given points. Suppose you take 5 minutes to cross your school's playground and your friend takes only 3 minutes to cross the same. Depending upon the time taken to cover a given distance, we can classify the motions of different bodies as fast and slow. ओके, क्या लिखा है कि 3 मिनट में आप जो है धीरे धीरे चल के पहुंचोगे, नहीं पहुंच पाओगे, पर आपका फ्रेंड बहुत जल्दी तेज चलता है तो वो जल्दी पहुंच जाएगा. तो तुम लोगों को 5 मिनट लगता है, तुम्हारे किसी फ्रेंड को 3 मिनट लगता है. तो इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन योर स्पीड. नाउ इट इज़ द एग्जाम्पल ओवर रिटन ओवर हेयर कि शताब्दी एक्सप्रेस से कोई जाता है ट्रेन से अपने गांव, तो इट टेक्स 6 आवर्स टू रीच वाराणसी फ्रॉम दिल्ली, वाइल एन एरोप्लेन टेक्स ओनली 1 आवर, क्योंकि जल्दी जाता है. ओके, और सेम डिस्टेंस कवर कर रहा है. वी कैन से दैट शताब्दी एक्सप्रेस मूव स्लोअर देन द एरोप्लेन. पर शताब्दी एक्सप्रेस को हम किसी और ट्रेन से कंपेयर करेंगे तो व्हाट हैपन्स इज कि शताब्दी एक्सप्रेस इज रियली एन एक्सप्रेस ट्रेन. 6 आवर्स में वाराणसी से दिल्ली जा पाओगे. ओके, तो मोशन कौन डिस्क्राइब करता है? मोशन ऑफ अ बॉडी विद रिस्पेक्ट टू अनदर बॉडी डिपेंड्स अपॉन दीज 2 थिंग्स. एक तो डिस्टेंस कवर्ड बाय द बॉडी, इजंट इट, और हमने कितना टाइम लिया, कितना डिस्टेंस था, कितना टाइम में हमने कवर किया. ओके, अ बॉडी विच कवर्स अ गिवन डिस्टेंस इन लेस टाइम इज सेड टू बी फास्टर, एंड इनका कॉन्ट्रेरी क्या हो जाएगा? जो लॉन्गर टाइम लेगी वो स्लो होगी. ओके चिल्ड्रन, सो दिस इज अ सिंपल कंसेप्ट. अ बॉडी दैट कवर्स मोर डिस्टेंस इन अ गिवन इंटरवल ऑफ टाइम इज सेड टू बी मूविंग फास्टर देन द वन दैट कवर्स लेस डिस्टेंस इन द सेम इंटरवल ऑफ टाइम. व्हाट डू यू अंडरस्टैंड बाय इंटरवल ऑफ टाइम? आपको कितना टाइम दिया गया था, कितना टाइम में आप एक जगह से दूसरी जगह में गए, तो उसको बोलते हैं हम कितना इंटरवल ऑफ टाइम. ओके, जस्ट चेक द बॉक्स. Christian Huygens. Christian Huygens was a Dutch mathematician, physicist, astronomer. He is credited for the significant contribution in the field of physical science. Now, physical science मतलब बच्चों physics. He invented some time-keeping devices and observed the phenomena of light propagation. Light propagation ka means you must have read in 6th standard also, light traveling as a wave, okay, and formulated some principle of calculus. When you will go in 11th standard children, then you will be learning in maths calculus, okay. And he also invented pendulum clock for timekeeping, and he patented a poker watch in 1675. Okay. Now I want you to do it yourself, the checkpoint, and check what knowledge you have gathered from above discussion. Now we will discuss about speed. The physical quantity that denotes how fast or slow a body is moving is called speed. हम लोग कितनी स्पीड से चल रहे हैं, हम धीरे चल रहे हैं कि तेज चल रहे हैं. The speed of a body is the distance that the moving body covers in a unit time. See children, if we define any quantity, we have to mention unit of it. So the actual distance covered. Now what is speed? तुम लोग क्या कवर कर रहे हो? Distance कवर कर रहे हो, और कितने टाइम में कवर कर रहे हो वो you have to mention. So that becomes the speed. Speed is equal to distance upon time. The distance is divided by time. Distance is measured in kilometer, meter, isn't it? And time is measured in hour, seconds, minutes, but minutes is not taken in our unit system. So how we will mention its unit? Kilometer per hour या फिर मीटर पर सेकेंड. सो व्हाट यू हैव टू डू इन शॉर्ट, स्पीड इज इक्वल टू डिस्टेंस अपॉन टाइम. तुम्हारी स्पीड कैसे पता चलेगी? जब तुम देखोगे कि तुमने कितना डिस्टेंस कवर किया और कितने टाइम में कवर किया, तो ये तीनों क्वांटिटीज क्या होंगी, हमारी मेंशन हो जाएंगी. सो कमिंग ओवर हियर, व्हाट इट इज रिटन, द सेम थिंग, यू हैव टू मेंशन द SI यूनिट. सो SI यूनिट इज मीटर पर सेकेंड, ओके, और M by S. You can make a slash also, or may denote it like a division sign, isn't it? You can write it like this also. If distance is measured in kilometer, then the time in hour, then the unit of the speed will be kilometer per hour. So what this slash sign shows, it is per, okay. This slash is per, that means division of distance by time, okay. I think there is no confusion now. If we know the speed of the body, then we can also calculate the distance it covers in the given time. Now, if you know the speed, suppose the speed is 30 km per hour, okay? Speed is 30 km per hour किसी गाड़ी की, और हमें distance निकालना है, और time हमें बताया है कि भाई 1 किलोमीटर है, ठीक है. तो distance किस में निकलेगा, सॉरी, time कितना है, 1 hour है, 1 hour, and distance हमको किस में निकालना है, किलोमीटर में. So what is given, 30 is given to us, distance is not given to us, and hour is given to us. So what we will do children, this one from division will go over here in the left side of the equal to sign and becomes multiplication. So 30, and distance is measured in kilometer, 30 kilometer will be the distance. So it will be the answer of the question. Okay children, so you should know what is the formula of speed, that is distance upon time. And here what we have done, when speed is given, what we have done, we have multiplied speed with time, isn't it? Similarly, to take out time, we can multiply distance, okay, with, we have to divide the distance with time, distance with speed. Yes, so in the same way you can calculate, but the mother formula is S is equal to D upon T, okay. Now vehicles like car, buses, scooters, bikes have a speed indicating device called a speedometer. See children, here it is a mistake, it should not be time, it should be speed, okay. The initials are correct, but here time should be speed, okay. And we use speedometer, ठीक है, गाड़ी चलाते हैं तो स्पीडोमीटर चलता है, बताते हैं कितनी स्पीड से चल रहा है, और उसका यूनिट क्या है, किलोमीटर पर आवर, ओके. इनसाइड द स्पीडोमीटर उसमें एक और चीज़ होती है, ओडोमीटर, इट मेजर्स डिस्टेंस ट्रेवल्ड बाय द व्हीकल. तो हम लोग पता कर सकते हैं कि हमारे गाड़ी ने कितना कवर किया है डिस्टेंस. सी, ये स्पीड है और ये ओडोमीटर है, दिस इज ओडोमीटर, दिस इज स्पीडोमीटर, ओके. Now Vijay goes to school by car. It takes 30 minutes to reach his school. The odometer of the car shows that he has traveled 30 km distance. Calculate the speed. Now children, you know that minutes are not taken, so first of all quickly convert it into hour. When you will convert it into hour, then you have speed. Distance traveled you have speed is equal to distance upon time. Distance is what? 30 kilometer, and time you have converted into hours. So you will get after calculation in the same way. I want you to please solve problems or examples and try to understand the basic. Okay children, and these are certain speed of light, speed of birds, speed of sound. So keep it in your mind. Okay, so these are the two examples which are given. Now I want you to understand uniform and non-uniform motion. Since you travel, तो कभी तो सीधा सीधा चलते हो, हाँ, कोई सड़क एकदम सीधा चल रही है तो तुम लोग सीधा चलते हो, और क्या करते हो, एक पर्टिकुलर टाइम में एक पर्टिकुलर डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल करते हो, ठीक है। या फिर गाड़ी चला रहे हो तो एक ड्राइवर है, वो 2 किलोमीटर चल रहा है, ठीक है, तो वो गाड़ी को ना एक्सेलरेट कर रहा है ना स्लो कर रहा है, ना तेज कर रहा है ना स्लो कर रहा है। पर्टिकुलर टाइम पीरियड में वो 1 आवर, हर 1 आवर को क्या कर रहा है, कवर कर रहा है। सो इट इज कॉल्ड एज यूनिफॉर्म मोशन। द बॉडी दैट मूव्स विद कांस्टेंट स्पीड, कांस्टेंट मतलब चेंज नहीं करना, अलोंग अ स्ट्रेट लाइन, सीधा सीधा चलते रहना, थ्रू आउट इट्स जर्नी इज सेड टू हैव यूनिफॉर्म मोशन। एंड अ बॉडी विद यूनिफॉर्म मोशन कवर इक्वल डिस्टेंस इन इक्वल इंटरवल ऑफ टाइम। ठीक है, जैसे 1 किलोमीटर कवर किया 1 घंटे में, हाँ, उसको ऐसा नहीं किया कि बहुत स्लो करके 2 घंटे में किया। सी चिल्ड्रन, this is a road, 1 kilometer is covered in 1 hour, then another also 1 kilometer in 1 hour, and another 1 kilometer in also 1 hour. So this is all uniform, constant है। तो यानी कि 3 किलोमीटर 3 आवर में उसने क्या किए, कवर किए। ऐसा नहीं किया कि यहाँ पे वो 30 मिनट चलाया, फिर यहाँ पे वो 1.5 30 आवर में चलाया, और फिर यहाँ पे अलग अलग टाइम, ऐसे नहीं किया उसने हर 1 किलोमीटर को 1 घंटे में कवर किया। ओके, फॉर एग्जाम्पल अ ट्रेन कवर्स अ डिस्टेंस ऑफ 100 किलोमीटर एवरी आवर, इट्स यूनिफॉर्म स्पीड इज 100 किलोमीटर पर आवर। सो हम लोग कॉन्स्टेंट रखते हैं अपनी स्पीड को, तो उसको बोलते हैं हम लोग यूनिफॉर्म मोशन। And the body that moves with changing speed, then the second condition, जब हम कुछ डिस्टेंस को 2 आवर में, कुछ डिस्टेंस को या 2 किलोमीटर को हम लोग 3 आवर में, हाँ, फिर 5 किलोमीटर को हम लोग अगेन 3.5 आवर में, इस तरह अगर कवर करते हैं अलग अलग किलोमीटर को अलग अलग टाइम पीरियड में, तो उसको बोलते हैं नॉन यूनिफॉर्म मोशन। ठीक है, ओके, सो दिस इज द कंसेप्ट बिटवीन टू। Okay, a body with non-uniform motion covers unequal distance in the same time interval. पर टाइम इंटरवल क्या रहेगा, अभी हम लोग एक ही एग्जाम्पल को डिस्कस करते हैं। ये 1 किलोमीटर 1 किलोमीटर 1 किलोमीटर, it was covered in 1 hour 1 hour 1 hour. So 3 kilometer was covered in 3 hours and it was uniform. Now the kilometers are same in the straight line, time differs. पहले they took 30 minutes, then they took 1 hour 15 minutes, then whatever is left they managed over there. But completion was in 3 hours only. The journey was completed in 3 hours only. So this is the way how the distance was covered in non-uniform motion. Now it is your responsibility to check your knowledge over here. You can also make a graphical representation of uniform and non-uniform motion. Now we will complete the particular graph. Okay, to know the complete information about the motion of the body, we need to know how much distance it covers after each small interval of time. Okay children, now see, graph जब हम लोग बनाते हैं तो हम लोग see this graph. This is the one axis and this is another axis. This axis is called as x-axis, this is y-axis, right? And you plot a graph. Now हमारे पास 2 चीज़ें होती हैं, डिस्टेंस होता है, टाइम होता है, isn't it? तो टाइम है, डिस्टेंस है, हम लोग डाटा कलेक्ट करते हैं कि हमारा टाइम क्या हुआ, ओके, इन मिनट्स, और हम डिस्टेंस को भी देखते हैं कितना डिस्टेंस उस पर्टिकुलर टाइम में कवर किया। ओके, और हम लोग क्या करते हैं, प्लॉटिंग करना शुरू करते हैं। नाउ व्हाट हाउ वी डू दैट वी विल सी। choose the parameter to represent them along these axes. Let us represent time along the x axis. हम लोग टाइम को चूज करते हैं कि x एक्सिस पे बनाएंगे और डिस्टेंस को हम कहाँ ले जाएंगे, y एक्सिस पे लेके जाएंगे. The next step is to mark the scale. That is very much important, children. Less one division of 1 centimeter size on x axis present 5 minutes. Now it is upon you, according to your data, how you will manage. 1 centimeter का हम डिस्टेंस लेंगे, ओके और अकॉर्डिंग टू आवर डाटा हम लोगों ने देखा कि 0, 5, 10, 20, 25 इस तरह, तो हमारे पास जो डिफरेंस आ रहा है उसके अकॉर्डिंगली हम लोगों ने यहाँ पे रेंज डाला. तो ये जो जहाँ पे मीट करता है एक्स और वाई एक्सिस उसको 0 पॉइंट देते हैं. फिर हमने 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 we have written over here and this is the distance, right? Now we are supposed to plot the graph. Okay, when 5 is there, when 5 is there in the minutes, then 2 kilometer they have covered in 5 minutes, right? When 10 minutes, 4 kilometer they have covered. When 15 minutes, 6 kilometer they have covered. So it is a straight line like this. Okay, children? So this is how a graph is maintained. Okay. One may also calculate the speed of the moving body from the distance time graph. So this graph is known as distance time graph, right? So speed is the value of y-axis coordinate, okay, y-axis coordinates जितने हमारे पास coordinate मतलब जो numbers आए हैं, and value of x-axis coordinate, right? Value of x-axis coordinate कितना है? 15 minutes. इसको हम लोग seconds में change कर रहे हैं. y-axis किलोमीटर, मीटर में change करना है. मीटर upon second, that is the standard unit. Okay, so it will be 6000 upon 900, 6.6, right? Then we will divide it to take out the speed, isn't it, children? Okay, and this is the non-uniform motion, क्योंकि वो कितने भी घंटे में कितना किलोमीटर चल रहा है वो देखने में आता है. So these are the curvy lines. So uniform motion will always be in the straight line and non-uniform motion will always be in the curvy line. Okay, children, I think the concept is clear to you. Now, this is the graph. A represent a body that initially moves slowly and become faster later. Graph B represent the body that initially move fast and becomes slow later. Coming to this page again, see, these are the non-uniform motion, how the body is moving. Now, if a body does not change its position with time, the distance time graph will be a straight line parallel to the time axis. वो बिल्कुल भी change नहीं हो रहा है, तो क्या बनेगा? ये जो हमारी x axis है इसके एकदम parallel बनेगा. So children, with the help of the graph, you can plot all the type of motions, okay? And quickly check the checkpoint. Then you will get the answers properly and you will check your knowledge also by point to remember. And always try to learn the definitions. So this completes our chapter. Meet you in another chapter. Thank you very much.